Okay, so I hope you enjoyed lunch. So what did you think of the two hearts?
That's cool.
Did it make sense?
Yeah.
Some people think it's magic, but it's not magic. So let's move on here. We're gonna run out of time today if I don't get going here. So
Sorry, can we go back to the previous slide, like this one?
if you're just filling in, how much do you need of that?
Just
Is that
one word.
One word?
Easier.
No,
Is that it?
no, there was another like line underneath.
Oh
it.
yeah, this line here.
Yeah.
There you go. Easier. Sales
Okay,
become
yeah.
easier. Yeah. So I think I forgot to put that up. And so just when you understand human nature, just remember that sales will become easier for you. All right? Okay. So let's move on here. So give me an ooh for that. Ooh. So the possible costs of waiting. So what we're going to do is we're going to role play this a little bit here. But first I want to refer a book to you. And you can write this down somewhere. But it's called Make It Happen Before Lunch. What's that? Did I miss something? What? It said it's called Make It Happen Before Lunch by Stephen Schiffman. You should get the book. It's not easy to find. Everyone's got that? Stephen Schiffman. I'm not sure how you spell it. I think it's S-T-E-P-H-E-N. And the last name is S-C-H-I-F-F-M-A-N. And it's on prospecting. So what's it called again?
Make it happen before lunch.
Yeah, Make It Happen Before Lunch. So when did I recommend you prospect?
Or lunch.
Yeah, but what time?
Morning, 10 to 11.
10 to 11, I said. Yeah, right? So make it happen before lunch. I know it's a little hard to get, but I'll be curious to see how many of you actually try to find it at least. You know, because if you do get it, bring it, because it is an amazing book. I lost mine. I should buy it again. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the possible costs of waiting as a tool to understand that this is something you can offer when you're doing the prospecting track and you're asking people to explain or talk to you about their plans. When you segue, when you go into getting the appointment, you have to offer something. So if somebody said, you know, if you said, I was just calling to make sure you're not thinking of selling, are you? And they said, not right now, maybe next year. Or maybe when the interest rates change, or whatever they say. But it's a waiting thing. You would say, okay, well the reason I called was, we just listed, or we have a buyer, or would you consider? And if they say, probably not, you know, give us 6 months, then you might say, okay, why don't we do this? I don't mind, and you'll actually offer to get together still. And you'll say, let's get together, and what I can do is I can go over the, what? Cost of waiting, so we can find out when you should actually sell based on, you know, what things might cost you. And I've got, so if you offer, they might say yes. They're not going to say yes for sure. Everybody knows that, right? Okay, so you say, I can go over it with you, and then it could probably determine exactly when you should sell. And I got some time I could see you on Saturday at 1 or is 2 better. So you don't ask, and maybe write this down, I may have mentioned it a few times, but somewhere on the left, write down, never ask, offer. Like never ask, comma, offer. Okay? If you ask, if you can come over, guess what they're going to say every time?
No.
Go ahead and say it. No. I'm telling you right now. And now if you say yes, Dwayne, they said yes one time. I'm saying, I'm trying to teach you what your attitude has to be. Your attitude has to be that if I do it wrong, it's not going to work. So I'm not going to do it wrong. Okay, I'm going to do it right all the time. If I do it right, optimistically, I'm going to get better results. So if you ask, they're going to say no all the time. So don't do it. Instead, offer. So instead of saying, can I come over? Because they're going to say what?
No.
Or, you know, or if you ask, you know, in another way, they're still going to say no. So you say, why don't we do this? I don't mind. I got some time when I can come over and see you folks and go over this. And that way you can find out when you should move. In other words, you give them a benefit. And you get more yeses. Sounds good? Yeah. Who wants more yeses?
Yes.
You know, that's the thing. So possible costs of waiting looks something like this. And we're going to fill in the blanks. And, well, first of all, not the blanks. On the left where the dollar sign is, the numbers will come up, numbers 1 to 10. And on the right where the dollar signs are, I'll try to give you a few examples. When you role play, I don't think you really have to worry about the dollars too much. I just want to get you to start a conversation with somebody. And then the role play, it'll be based on you being already at the appointment. Even though we're teaching you right now what to do on the phone or door knock, I just want to fast forward over to the appointment so you got a little confidence on what this fair trade item is. So when you're back on the phone, which is the next segment, when you offer it, you're confident about it. That's all. Because if I just said to you, role play the cost of waiting, to offer it, you might not take it the same way if you didn't know how it works compared to knowing how it works. Make sense? Okay? But I think what we'll do first, okay, one more thing to write down. In sales, you don't have to prove anything. Or you don't have to prove the future. In sales, you don't have to prove the future. You just need to show them what might happen. In sales, you don't have to prove the future. You just have to show them what might happen. Okay, in sales, you don't have to prove the future. You just have to show them what might happen. And leave it up to them how they want to take it. Does that make sense? So let me quickly ask you, if somebody says they want to wait and they're willing to meet you though, would you feel pressure to try and convince them to list now? Being honest, would you? I mean, you might. You might think, how can I convince them to list now? Why? Because you want the business, don't you? Yeah. But the real way to be a consultant is to genuinely go over there and consult them and see if they should do it now or if they should really wait. Because what if they said, we want to wait till the kids get out of school? When do the kids get out of school? Anybody have kids? Who has kids?
June.
Yeah, there we go. I got the answer now. Okay, it's June. Okay, unless you're in Phoenix and it's May. Okay, so the kids get out, and so you could go over there and try to convince them as much as you want about doing it now, and it's not going to happen. Why? They want the kids to finish school. Okay, that's a time thing, right? So, but you could still meet people and go over a few things with them, and you can build rapport. You can put them on your newsletter, keep in touch with them, and you might be listing their place in May, and a possession can be for the end of July or something, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So in sales, you don't have to prove nothing. You just have to show them what might happen. So in groups, we're going to put group of 4, group of 3, and a group of 2 here. I want you to, in each group, I want one person to, just one person do this. I'll show you. Get rid of all these stats here. Just want you to, on a piece of paper, one person, not every person, I said that, right? One person in each group. So where's my groups? There's the 4, where's the 3? And where's the 2? Okay, so you're the 2, you're the 3 over there, or vice versa, okay? One person, draw a line on a piece of paper, and just do 3 lines like this, just like that. Do that right now. Just one person in the group. And then I want you to discuss, if somebody says they want to wait, I want you to come up with maybe 2 or 4 things. You don't have to get all 6, but if you get 2 or 4 things that could hurt them if they waited. Things that could happen, that could hurt them. Okay, go. You can pause the recording there.
Market to go down.
Peter, you can pause the recording there. Thanks.